Hi guys, I've recently rewatched 8 of the Batman movies, and so today I thought that I would rank the films I've seen and also tell you my thoughts on them. The films I watched are the movies from the Batman motion picture anthology, which 3 of the films, I think 3 of them are directed by Tim Burton. I also watched the Dark Knight trilogy and the Batman Lego movie, which I don't have on DVD. I watched that under Prime. I want to start by saying I've never been a huge Batman fan. I saw the Dark Knight trilogy when I was younger with my dad, and then I watched these films maybe in my teen years. That was it. And then I've rewatched them just recently for this video. So each of these films I've seen twice now, and the Batman Lego film I've only seen once. But when I went to rewatch these, I couldn't remember a lot about them, so it was kind of like me seeing them for the first time. At number 8, I've got Batman and Robin. I don't hate this film, even though I've put it in last place. I still found it enjoyable to watch, although the acting wasn't the best, nor was the storyline, in my opinion. I did like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze though. My sister is actually a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I've seen quite a few of his films, and although I wouldn't call myself a fan of his, I am used to him, so it was nice to see him in this film. But although I didn't like the majority of the acting in it, and I found the storyline a bit quirky and cartoonish, I still found it fun and an easy watch. Though I will say that George Clooney, he wasn't my favourite Batman. In 7th place, I've got Batman Forever. Again, for me, I found this one quite cartoonish. I also found it very wacky and camp, which for me made it fun and enjoyable to watch again. I also enjoyed Jim Carrey's performance as the Riddler. Jim Carrey is a bit hit and miss for me as an actor. Sometimes I'm not so keen on his acting, and then other times I really enjoy his performances, and this was one of the ones I did really enjoy his performance. I also thought that Val Kilmer was an okay Batman. I thought that I would really miss Michael Keaton, but I found that Kilmer was a good fit too. In 6th place, I've got The Dark Knight Rises. Comparing this one with the other 2 films from the trilogy, I just didn't like this one as much. I found it dragged a bit in places. It is a very long film. I think this one was over 3 hours long. I liked Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, although she isn't my favourite Catwoman. And I also found Tom's performance as Bane interesting, although I didn't really like his death scene. I was a bit disappointed with that. I was hoping he'd have a cooler death. In 5th place, I've got the 1989 Batman. My favourite thing about this film was seeing Jack Nicholson's take on the Joker. I have already seen Jack Nicholson in a few films, and I'm always really impressed with his acting, and I was not disappointed with his performance as the Joker. I really liked how crazy he was, and very different as well when comparing his performance with Heath Ledger. Like I said, I'm not a big Batman fan. I've never read the comics, but I have heard that Jack Nicholson's take on the Joker is quite similar to the Joker from the comics. I don't know if that's true, but I did really enjoy his performance in this film. In 4th place, I've got the Batman Lego movie. Within the first few seconds of watching this film, I was laughing, which I was very surprised about. I was not expecting to find this film so funny. I loved all the Batman jokes, and it also encouraged me to watch the Lego movie, and my favourite character still remained the Batman. In 3rd place, I've got Batman Returns. This was one of the most exciting of the Batman films for me. I just loved the villains. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman and Danny DeVito as the Penguin were amazing. They just stole the screen for me when they were on, and I really enjoyed this one's plot as well. In second place, I've got Batman Begins. After watching the first 4 Batman movies from the 90s and the one from 1989, this one was the one that I got into the quickest. I really enjoyed the storyline. I enjoyed seeing Cillian Murphy as the Scarecrow and also Christian Bale as the Batman. I think he's probably my favourite Batman, although I haven't seen all of the Batman films. I was planning on watching the 2022 The Batman, but it's not available on any of the streaming services I have, unfortunately, and I did want to see that because I saw that it's got very positive reviews, and I think that, what's his name? Oh, from Harry Potter. Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter. What is his name? It's completely gone. Robert Pattinson. How did I forget that name? Robert Pattinson. It says that he stars as the Batman. I was really interested to see his performance because at the moment I can't picture him playing as the Batman, so yeah, I really do want to see that film. And I also haven't seen Batman vs Superman, but that one doesn't have as many positive reviews on, so I wasn't too sure about that one. But ideally I did want to see all of the Batman films. So yeah, I really liked Christian Bale as Batman. I think so far he's my favourite Batman that I've seen, and I think Batman Begins was a great film to start the trilogy. And at number 1, this was an easy favourite for me. It is The Dark Knight. I just realised my little Joker has tipped over. I don't know when that happened. As I said, I watched the Dark Knight trilogy when I was younger with my dad, and the only one I can remember watching vividly was The Dark Knight. And that was because even then, as a child, I was so impressed with Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. He just makes the film for me. What an incredible, captivating performance. Just superb acting. But I also enjoyed the fight scenes, the action, and the overall plot of this film, and I do recommend it to anyone, even if you're not a fan of Batman, just to see Heath Ledger's performance alone. And I was drawn into this film again within the first few minutes. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please let me know your favourite Batman film, and I will see you in my next video.